Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 8 of the Pokemon Swish Draft League. As we saw at the end of Week 7, the standings are all neck and neck. Any and everyone could still make the playoffs at this point. And I do mean anyone, top to bottom, could make the playoffs at this point. It's going to be an interesting week of battles, as I've got listed here above me. I will say there may be some quiet spells during the video. I'm still not feeling at 100% illness-wise. So, if I go quiet for a little bit, it's just because I'm trying to keep my concentration on the battle. But I will do my best to narrate as I usually do anyway. Just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there in case we do hit a quiet spell. Alright, first matchup of the day is going to be Mamoswine Flu versus Team Garrett. Little bit of a budding rivalry here between the two, at least off the court, so to say. So we'll see how this plays out. I will say one thing: I was not smart enough to do this time because again I'm a little in the head right now from being sick. I did not have the teams already pre-made, so I will be making them here as we go. We do need to pick our music for this week. Let's see. We did Battle Tower already. I could do the DLC stuff. Did we do just like generic trainer battle music yet? Let's see. We did Bead, Team Yell, Rose, Zacian and Zamazenta, Hop, Marnie, and Battle Tower. So no, we'll do trainer music today. Maybe next week I can be a little more thought out with what I'm doing. But like I said, I've already explained why I'm not going to be 100% at the top of my game today. Hopefully it doesn't cause me to make any bad decisions in battle. Alright, let's get these teams made. I also got to text over to the other person what the other person's team looks like for today. Let's see. I have on paper here, it was going to be the same as last time. So Gabite, Shiftry, Manectric, Mawile, and Shedinja. This team did not get me a lineup by the deadline, so they're just using the lineup they used last week. So yeah. Okay, now that I've texted that to them, we can work on this one. This was Mamoswine. They're going to use Mamoswine, Abomasnow, Claydol, Glalie, and Trapinch. This is a big battle because while it's not going to be an easy one for Team Garrett, this is a winnable battle that would help give them a shot to get back in, legitimate, give themselves more of a shot in the playoff race. They're not out of it if they lose, but this would be, already would have taken that first step if they win this one. And for Mamoswine, they also continue to surprise, being 5-2 at the halfway point. So another win just strengthens their case for a playoff spot. So we'll see how this goes. All right. Well, I'm going to go Abomasnow because Mamoswine and Glalie can benefit from it. From the hailstorm, I mean. Oh. Alright, here we go. Kicking off Week 8. Again, Mamoswine Flu at 5-2. Team Garrett at, I believe, 1-4. No. Yes. No. Maybe 2. They're either 2 and 4 or 1 and 5, something like that. Manectric goes first. There's the overheat. I was hoping we would outspeed it, but that's not a big loss for us because A, the overheat makes Manetric's special attack go down, and B, we've got the hail set up. If we go Mamoswine, they're going to switch out to something else because of us being ground type. So I'm going to go Glalie here. Because it's either going to hit us with a much weaker Thunder, a much weaker Overheat, or it's going to have to go Ice Fang, which wouldn't hurt us much to begin with. Meanwhile, we have this. They're going for another Overheat. It's going to be half strength. And that's why I didn't want to that's why I didn't want them to switch out. Glalie with a good Earthquake. Heal some from the Hailstorm. Do we have? We do not have Ice Shard. That would have been nice. Earthquake again. Alright, an even weaker Overheat. I get it's a fire move, but like I would have switched out. Alright, Manectric is gone. Glalie, again, will get some of that health back from the Hailstorm. I don't think Earthquake will one-shot it, and it'll probably beat us with Iron Head or Fire Blast. I'm going to chance it and go for Sheer Cold. It was worth the shot. Yeah, see, it was going to knock us out. So it was worth the shot to try for the knockout. I think there's still 1 or 2 turns of the Hailstorm, so let's put Mamoswine in there. Mamoswine has higher evasiveness. It's harder to hit in a Hailstorm. We should be faster than the Mawile as well. Alright, Mawile goes down to Mamoswine. Tied back up at 2-2. The real question is, do I have anything that can beat Shedinja still? We have Crunch. Okay, so we do have a way to beat... And we have Stone Edge. Okay. Only problem is everything remaining is weak to Shift Tree, so Shift Tree is going to be the key here. If we can get around Shift Tree, we win. If we can't, we're in trouble. If they're smart, they'll Swords Dance here. Didn't matter. We took them out anyway. Even if they would have succeeded with the Swords Dance, we could have beat them the next turn. Alright, so Shift Tree was going to be a problem. It's gone. Now we got a really good shot at winning this. Just depends on if we get Blizzard to hit or not, really. Two for 2 on the Blizzard. Wow. Alright, well. Luck is on Mamoswine's side today, not so much Team Garrett. Unfortunately, I feel like that's been a theme for Team Garrett, where they've got a decent team put together, but luck always seems to land on the other team's side. Alright, 80% accurate move. If it hits, Shedinja goes down. If it doesn't hit, Shedinja is alive and well. We missed. Shedinja is alive and well still. Comes down to if we can land a Stone Edge or not here. Another miss. If not, we're going to have to rely on Trap Inch to save the day. Third time's the charm. Mamoswine will take out the Shedinja. A 4 knockout game for Mamoswine. And the Mamoswine Flu win 3-0. Because Trap Inch and Claydol were still hanging around. All right. 1 down, 5 to go. Up next will be Team Leanna versus the 6-1 Harpers Ferry Haunter. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Harper's Ferry's team, I got to text them over, was Swampert, Magmortar, Heatran, Gallade, and Grovyle. And for Team Leanna, it's the same group they've used all season. Linoon, Lunatone, Solrock, Lopunny, and Tangrowth. All right. Well, Grovyle and Swampert make me not want to start with Solrock and Lunatone. And Magmortar and Heatran make me not want to use Tangrowth. I guess we'll do like we've done in a lot of matches and start Lopunny and hope for headbutt shenanigans. Or if Heatran's out there, we could high jump kick it, I guess. Yeah, headbutt. Headbutt and hope for flinching. There's one. Rinse, repeat. If we get one more flinch, we're going to beat the Swampert. Nope, we did it this turn. Okay, sweet. So Lopunny takes out Swampert. Did not think we'd actually get that knockout, but we did. Interesting to see the Heatran come out. I mean, we have high jump kick. So... That's going to hurt a lot. Lopunny goes down to Heatran. Lunatone. Do we survive the Flash Cannon? We do not, which means Solrock is probably not going to have much better of a shot there. I'm going to have to try for it, though, because Tangrowth is, you know, a grass type. And Linoon's not going to have a shot. Can we get Solrock to outspeed it? We cannot. Well, our best shot now is that it misses Fire Blast. Nope. I mean, again, when you use the same lineup every week, you're highly predictable. I mean, I could tell by this team having Magmortar and Heatran that, like, they knew what was being brought. Throat Chop, why not? We survived a hit. Heatran goes down for the first time all season. However, I don't think Linoon's going to take out the entire rest of the team. Double Edge. Good hit, but not enough. And that's all she wrote. That is a 3-0 victory for Haunter. And unlike the first game, that really didn't have anything to do with luck. That was more one team being prepared and the other team not being prepared. And that's how that goes. Alright, third matchup. Wailforce 1 and the Fairmont Flygon. This rivalry dates back a few seasons, albeit under different names. And it seems like no matter how good or bad the teams are, the owner of Wailforce 1 always finds a way to get a win against my team, regardless of if one team's 15-1 and the other one's 1-15. So, of course, fate would have it that I'm representing his team today, so that ups the chances of him getting a win. So we'll see how this goes. Wailord, Mudkip, Feebas, Wingull, and Relicanth, so the same lineup as last week. And then the lineup I chose was Rotom Wash, Rotom Mow, Regice, because those three are just obvious for fighting a water team. Sharpedo, so it's water versus water. And I threw Sableye in there just for the heck of it, but, like, except for Relicanth, I don't really see Sableye helping out too much. It's just there because I need a 5th Pokemon. Alright, I'm 1-1 against the computer, so this will be bittersweet. I'll either beat myself and be 2-1 against the computer, or I'll lose and be 1-2 against the computer. But have my team win. So very odd for myself. I also won't want to use Rain Dance because 3 of those Pokemon know Thunder. So we're back to like what this original team was before all the Rain Dance shenanigans. Well, I know this team has starred Wailord first in every game this season. I'm going to mix it up this once and go with Mudkip. Because Wailord could be important if we somehow get around Wash Rotom. So we're going to go Mudkip, we're going to Sludge Wave and hope for Poison. And kind of go from there. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought they'd start with. I knew it was going to be one of the Rotoms. Okay, definitely glad we're not going with the Rain now. Dang, was really hoping for that Poison. Maybe Thunder will miss? Alright, the first Thunder missed. There's the Poison, that'll help. Alright, that's a dead Mudkip. We need to buy time for the Rotom to go down. Feebas. Really, the best thing Feebas could do here would just be to dodge the Thunder. That's the best way it could contribute. Okay, faster. We got the Dragon Pulse, so at least a little bit of extra damage on there. It did not dodge the Thunder, though. Get Wingull in there. Same thing, just contribute whatever you can contribute. Thunder misses again. That means Rotom should go down at the end of this turn. Even with it taking out the Wingull. And that'll be a post-feint knockout for Mudkip as the Poison takes out Rotom. If we can get around the Rotom, we have a small chance, but that means we have to actually get around the Rotom. I actually like that play of the Thunder Wave, because now even if we do paralyze it, it's going to continue to outspeed us. Alright, there went Wailord. Alright, it's gonna Leaf Storm us, but we'll survive because of Sturdy. Dang, really could have used a critical hit there. Two Leaf Storm hits in a row. That's going to do it. And the Fairmont Flygon get a surprisingly easy victory. Normally that rivalry would dictate that battle would be a little closer. Especially when I saw the Wash Rotom missing Thunders. Alright, on to match number 4. We've got the Squirtle squad. And My Little Ponyta. Whose logo always hides from me. There it is. My Little Ponyta did not get a lineup submitted to me. So they're rocking last week's lineup. Squirtle Squad did get me a lineup, so we'll see what... I'll say what theirs is here in a second. You'll see it on the screen here. I got to text out the Ponyta lineup first. Ponyta's lineup from last week was Bronzor, Hippowdon Female, Roserade, Metagross, and Togekiss. So that's their lineup they're working with. For Squirtle Squad, Porygon Z, which has also been selected as their lead, Luxray, Electivire, Curlia, and Salamence. All right, here we go. Porygon Z does work as a pretty good lead here against everything except really the Bronzor. Because it has at least something it can do to everybody. Like even the Metagross, it could at least potentially burn it or paralyze it. However, if they lead Bronzor, the big problem for Porygon Z is if it gets off a Trick Room. Then the Porygon Z's in danger territory. Is that how fast it is? It would become the slowest thing on the field for sure. Coming to this, both squads are 4. I think both squads are 4 and 3. Ponyta might be 3 and 4. I think they're both 4 and 3. So this could be an interesting battle for the standings sake of things. Oh, there we go. He can hit neutrally with Thunder. I was going to say, I felt like he could do something at just about everything that Ponyta has. No paralysis. That would have been nice. Who's slower out of you two? Luxray it is. Save Porygon Z for like Roserade, Togekiss, some of those. I know that thing has Thunder, but we also... Thunder. Has Earthquake, but we also have Crunch. So, if we survive the hit, which we should because of Intimidate, yeah, we just Crunch it back. But, like I said, the truly scary thing here is with this, while Bronzor goes down, the Trick Room makes things weird here. For example, they're probably going to put, Hippowdon in, and it's going to be fast in Trick Room. It's most likely going to Earthquake. Get Salamence in there. The Intimidate is helping a lot, too. Because, like, even though it's going to probably use Ice Fang on us, it's not going to hurt us as much. Actually, let's fly. Because even if it hits us first, we can wait out the Trick Room to, like, wait till it's gone. Alright, we survived thanks to... Oh, we flinched. Are you kidding me? Well, it didn't matter what move I picked then. Trick Room is gone, though. Hippowdon being tanky. Getting the knockout. It's not the fastest thing in the world anymore now. Let's go Luxray. Because A, we can intimidate it again. Maybe help us survive an Earthquake since it's been intimidated twice. Plus, we can put it within knockout range for Porygon Z. Luxray survives. Ice Fang again. Hippowdon hangs on. And Hippowdon will use Slack Off. But we have outlasted the Sandstorm at least. Critical hit, putting Hippowdon back in the red. Honestly, if we could get a flinch, like it had a flinch against us, if we get a flinch, we beat it. Because right now, it's just it's hoping it can get 2 turns in a row of healing without flinching. Alright, it flinched. If it was going to go for Earthquake or whatever, that was the time. Oh, they went for Ice Fang also. I guess they thought we were switching or something. Weird choice. Well, in that case, we'll take the knockout. They should have gone Earthquake there. I don't know why it would Ice Fang. It's going to beat us with Bullet Punch before we can crunch it, but I'm going to click Crunch anyway. Yep. Electivire. Earthquake. Metagross is bulky. It should survive. Yeah, we did like maybe 45% of its health. And now it's a fast boy. That's not so good for us. That is not so good for us at all. Electivire will go down to the Metagross. Trying to save Porygon Z because it can beat the other two remaining Pokemon. Do we survive a Bullet Punch? We do not survive a Bullet Punch. I think this one is going to belong to Ponyta. Unless we can get some cool Porygon Z shenanigans. Like maybe Thunder Paralysis. Here comes Psycho Cut. High critical hit rate. No crit there, thank goodness. We land Thunder. We do not beat it, but we do get the Paralysis. Meaning we have a shot to go again. Let's hope Thunder's enough. Tri-Attack might have been enough, but I just wasn't sure. It tried Bullet Punch, but was paralyzed. It's the only reason I can think of why it would go first. We land 2 Thunders in a row, so Metagross goes down. Porygon Z does possess Psychic and Thunder, so it can beat Togekiss and Roserade. So this is going to be big. We miss the 3rd Thunder. And we're Thunder Wave, setting up the the famous Togekiss Paraflinch strategy. Not good for us. Our only hope is that we fight through the flinch, land a Thunder, and paralyze it. We fought through flinching. There's the Thunder. We did not paralyze it, so this one's going to be ball game. All it has to do is touch us and we lose. Going with Dazzling Gleam, smart on their part. That's safer than going with Air Slash. Porygon Z goes down, and the win goes to the My Little Ponyta. That is a 2-0 victory, with Roserade not having to play. And that will officially make me 1-3 so far against the computer this week. Not my best week. I don't think I've played particularly bad in any of the games, though. It's more just the luck and the matchups. Like, if we would have landed that first Thunder with Porygon Z there, well, I guess the 3rd one consecutively, you know what I mean. First one against Togekiss. Might have turned out different, but that was a close one. Good fight. Congrats, My Little Ponyta, for the win. Squirtle Squad has now lost, I think, 5 in a row? Something like that now. After starting out 3-0. Alright, next up, our main event. The Raging Rayquaza. The Raging Rayquaza and the Pokemon Power. Pokemon Power hitting the tough part of their schedule, playing the Flygon and the Rayquaza in back-to-back matches. I think their schedule opens up more after this week, though, so if they can, even if they lose this week, if they can just kind of get through this week, they'll probably get some more wins under their belt moving forward. All right, once again, got to make the teams up because I wasn't smart enough to do that ahead of time. Text over the power lineup. Power was using Gardevoir, Walrein, Rhyperior, Drifblim, and Skuntank. And then this team, Rayquaza, was using Latios, Uxie, Cresselia, Hippopotas, and Garchomp. The lone unbeaten team still coming into this one. They're 8-0. Power, I think, are 4-3. I was actually wrong. The Ponyta, I think, were 3-4. So they needed that win extra bad against the Squirtle squad. Which they got it, but just saying. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Alright, Hippopotas, Garchomp, and the 3 Psychic Walls. There we go. Game of the week right here. Drifblim, so Hippopotas will not be able to fissure. Yeah, it can't do anything. So we're going to have to take it out. We'll go ahead and put Garchomp in then. Oh, that might have been dumb on my part. That thing has Will-O-Wisp. We dodged, though. I don't know if it was because of Sand Veil or because of Will-O-Wisp low accuracy. Either way, we'll take the dodge. Dragon Claw. Interesting, it didn't go for the Will-O-Wisp again. The attack missed because of Sand Veil. Garchomp's ability coming in handy here. There's the aftermath. So Garchomp is injured a little bit. Garchomp hiding in the sandstorm gets the knockout. We're going to stay in, see if we can get lucky again with the sandstorm. And we did. The sandstorm coming to Garchomp's rescue so far. But now that it's gone, we will switch. Alright, get Uxie in there. Ooh, that was close. It went sheer cold on us, huh? I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to risk it going for it again so we can nasty plot. We might not beat that thing next hit even with a nasty plot. Walrein lands a sheer cold and takes out Uxie. Well, I mean, Hippopotas can go back out there and set up the Sandstorm. Walrein has been this team's best Pokemon so far this season. Takes out Hippopotas before we can try to use Fissure. Sandstorm is up, though. Setting the field up for Garchomp again. 4 turns of Garchomp being harder than usual to hit. Garchomp's unable to dodge this time, and will go down to the Ice Beam. All of a sudden, the first place team looking to be in danger here. Latias should be faster. Or Spear. Walrein goes down, but what a good performance by the Walrein. 3 knockouts before it went down. And the Power are in the lead against the the number 1 Raging Rayquaza team. Dragon Pulse. There's a Sucker Punch. Hurt a lot more than I was hoping it would hurt. Tried to Sucker Punch us again, but we're recovering. Recover again. Okay, so it didn't Sucker Punch us this time. Alright, play rough, huh? Play rough's 90% accurate. It's bound to miss eventually here. And then we'll go back on the offensive. There it is. Alright, they got me with the Sucker Punch that time because they knew I'd be on the attack. Wow, that was a crit, right? Critical hit, Sucker Punch. Skuntank will go down to Latios. Honestly, I think the Power fared very well in this battle. They've done a lot better than a lot of teams have against this team so far. Latios can recover. I hope we're bulky enough to survive this. We were not. Gardevoir takes out the Latios. And all of a sudden, we're down to just Cresselia, who has not been defeated yet this season, against Gardevoir and Rhyperior. Oh, they're switching to Rhyperior. That's smart. I was hoping they'd be dumb enough to stay in. Rhyperior hits physically. We're only boosting our special defense. Also, it does have Horn Drill, which wouldn't matter how much we boost. Is it going to go Horn Drill, or is it going to go Mega Horn? Just in case, this is going to be our last Calm Mind. Alright, it was going for the Horn Drill. That's scary. So we need to go for the Psychic. Is it enough to one-shot it? We got a critical hit, so we'll never know if it was truly enough to one-shot it or not. But we did one-shot it. And that is major, because Gardevoir is only specially offensive. So Cresselia is like it's like me trying to punch the Great Wall of China and knock it down. Probably not going to happen. If that one Horn Drill would have hit, man, that would have been game over. Like, it's a power. Unlike all the other teams this season, the power had their chance to pull the upset. They almost did it. Critical hits help too. A critical hit ignores the stat buffs. But the Cresselia is faster and will heal up. But Power, don't be discouraged if you lose this game, because, I mean, you were literally one Horn Drill away from pulling off the win. I don't think that Mega Horn would have one-shot, but that also would have been interesting to see if they would have gone for Mega Horn instead of Horn Drill. Alright, Cresselia is going to win it here. That's a wrap. The Rayquaza win a 1-0 nail-biter against the Power. That puts me at 2-3 against the computer today. And with that, we got one more matchup. Boy, that one lived up to match of the week, didn't it? Holy cow. All right, last matchup of the day. Nightmare AC against Licky Munchkins. This is a team that's 3-4 in the Licky Munchkins, playing against a 4-3 Nightmare AC that's trying to catch up to those teams in front that I believe both won today. I believe, yeah, Flygon and Mamoswine both won. So a win is needed to keep pace with the teams in front. Let's see, for Licky Munchkins, it was Stunky, Licky, Munchlax, Azurill, and Pelipper. And this team is actually one of the few teams that actually submit a new lineup to me this week. Kudos to them there. Probably why they're catching up and doing well. Rotom Heat, Ludicolo, Latios, Registeel, and Lucario. All right. Honestly, Lucario is a great pick for all of these. So I'm going to lead with Lucario. Because 4 of them are it's super effective against 3 of them, neutral to a 4th one. I take that back. Azrael's part Ferry. So neutral to 2 on... Well, actually, yeah, it's neutral to 3 of them. And super effective against 2, so it's a good candidate for leading off this fight. Oh, yeah, we're in good shape. Lucario with Drain Punch. Licky does survive. Going with Hydro Pump. Some decent damage, but we're going to get some of it back. All right. All right. Well, we have extreme speed, honestly. We could go after it. It has Hurricane. It also has Water moves. Surely it's not going to Blizzard in the rain, right? So, I think Latios is a good one here. Okay, I called that one at least. Not confused, so we're okay. Good hit. Honestly, Lucario's extreme speed could take it out this range now. So if Latios does get beat, we're in good shape to win the fight still. Latios fights through the confusion. There goes Pelipper. Sucker Punch. So there goes Latios. I know that thing runs Toxic, but it can't poison Lucario because we're Steel type. We have Justified. They just made us that much harder to beat. Alright, well now that we got that power boost, I think this one's over for sure now. I was pretty sure it was over, but like it's definitely over now. That was a big mistake on their part, hitting us with a dark type move. Yep, this is the Lucario battle this week. Oh, and we got the attack boost from Meteor Mash, so they're extra in trouble now. We're at double attack. And we already have a super effective move against Munchlax. It's going to do essentially quadruple damage. Yep. Nightmare wins 4-0. That's going to put me at 3-3 for the week against the computer. At least I broke even at the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back with our updated standings here in just a moment. All right, there we go. So yeah, we've got our updated standings here. So, not a whole lot changed in the standings. The only thing that changed was 7 and 8 swapped. My Little Ponyta and Squirtle Squad. My Little Ponyta now just barely on the outside looking in of the playoff race. Squirtle Squad not far behind, only one game out. So, everyone still has a shot. Even the teams at 1 and 6 and 2 and 6, they're 2.5 games out. So, I mean, everyone has a shot still. Rayquaza surviving and staying undefeated. Harpers, Ferry, Haunter somehow hanging on at 7 and 1 as well. So, yeah, things are going to be interesting this final stretch of the season. It'll be interesting to see if Flygon or Flu, or if the Flygon, Mamoswine, or even Nightmare could find a way into the 2 seed, or the 1 seed even, to get that bye. But that's where things stand right now. Again, I'd like to point out my Flygon, 6 wins in a row after starting out 0-2. Just want to throw that out there. We are getting close to that gauntlet, though, at the very end of the season, that everybody has a gauntlet against teams in their own scheduling bracket. Like, these 4 teams all play each other, these 4 all play each other, and these 4 all play each other. So, I think there will be some shakeups in the standings once we get to that point. Surprisingly, no roster moves this season, no additions or cuts made. I know I've openly said I've thought about cutting 1 or 2 of mine during the season, but just haven't done it yet, because again, I've won 6 in a row. Why would I change things if I'm winning, right? So, I may or may not make a move, I'm not sure. Updated statistics, Latios still the leader for Nightmare, with Registeel hanging in there, Ludicolo and Lucario both with good numbers as well. Metagross now takes over as the leader for My Little Ponyta with 11 knockouts. Roserade, of course, very good as well. Walrein, by far the best performer for the Power this season, though their whole team has been pretty good. I mean, again, they were a horn drill connecting away from upsetting the only undefeated team left. So, while their record may be 4-4, they are not a team to take lightly, because Walrein does have Sheer Cold. Rhyperior does have Horn Drill. And they've got some other things going their way as well, so they are a tough team. I know their manager, just knowing her personality, she's going to be a little discouraged by the back-to-back losses, but they were against the team that's in 3rd place and the team that's in 1st place, so it's not like they were bad teams to lose to. And Harpers Ferry Haunter on their schedule is the 2 seed right now, so they've lost to 1, 2, and 3. Squirtle Squad being the only, not top team. That's the only non-playoff team they've lost to so far. And that was the opening week of the season when everyone's kind of figuring out what they had. So if you don't count that with it being early in the season, they've only lost to 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah, they're 4-4 record. They're better than their record states. I'm now 28-19 against the computer, so not doing great this season. In fact, if it ended today, it's my worst record win percentage against the computer so far, so I need to do better. Although we did have some matchups that were really tough for me to overcome today. Garchomp still leading the way for Rayquaza. Cresselia still has not been knocked out yet this season. And Hippopotas didn't get a chance to do anything really this week. It got knocked out early. But it's still up there near the top. The biggest thing today was, even though Rayquaza did win, the Power showed they are beatable. Because again, all we were was 1 horn drill away from the Power pulling off the upset of the league so far this season. So, they've shown that the Rayquaza are in fact beatable. Fairmont Flygon. Flygon did not play this week, or Aggron. They're still at the top of the list. Regice has 5, Sharpedo 5. Both Rotoms have 5. So the team pretty well balanced there. And even the 3 at the bottom have their certain roles they played. I did bring Sableye today, I just didn't need to use it. Squirtle Squad, Porygon Z leading the way. Leafeon with the best ratio. Licky Munchkins, Pelipper still at the top. Stunky showing it can be pretty capable. If I remember correctly, I think it's the one that took out Latios today. So it's better than you would think. Wailforce won. I'm not going to do any critiques because everyone's heard my critique over and over on that. But that's where things stand with Wailforce 1 now. Harpers, Ferry, Haunter. Adzelf is the leader. Didn't play today. Grovile has 8. It didn't play. Heatran now up to 8-1. It finally went down for the first time all season. But an 8-1 ratio is still tremendous. Mamoswine flew. Mamoswine leading the way. Everyone else kind of split in play time. Torkoal being the next Pokemon on the list there. Team Garrett, Shiftry, and Manectric at the top of the list. With Team Leanna having the same lineup they've had all season. So again, that's what our bracket will look like. Our 16 bracket. 1 and 2 will get that all-important bye where they get that free trip to the Final Four. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 will also make the playoffs. In the past, where we had maybe like 8 teams or 10 teams, not a big deal. With 12 and only half getting in, you have to actually work for and earn it this year. Right now, I'd say we have anywhere from 8 to 9 teams that are playoff worthy. Only 6 will get in. So it'll be interesting to see how things finish out this season. All right, well, if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you guys next week with Week 9 of the Pokemon Swish Draft League. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.